filming in front of people is really, really awkward. I feel awkward. I feel like they're looking at me, but it has to be done. So if I sound really quiet and not as energetic as some other intros, that is definitely why. I've been wanting to make this. Oh, there she goes. What up, brothers? It's Melody, and I'm here with an exciting video that I've been wanting to film forever now. I think I refilmed it 3 times. The first time I accidentally deleted the footage, which sucked. The other time I filmed it, but I didn't like how it looked, like styling wise. I don't think I had the video or like my phone the proper angle where I wanted it to be angled, so I refilmed that. So that's the one you're gonna see right now. Making my scrunchie is relatively easy. You only need a couple things, and it's just really fun, just because you get to customize your own thing and make it unique to how you want to do it. You can play around with the width and length of the scrunchie, which makes it have different effects to it. And without further ado, let's just get right into it, okay? I don't mean to be pointing guns, it's just how I'm pointing, okay? Sorry. See, I did it again. So welcome. These are all the things you'll be needing. You can use any scrap fabric right here. I'm using my sister's hoodie, bottom part hoodie that she cropped. You'll be needing some scissors, obviously, to cut the fabric material that you choose, as well as the most important part, which is the elastic, as well as some measuring tools, whichever one you please. Some chalk to write and mark, and then as well as some needle and thread. Make sure you have somewhere to place your needle so you won't lose it or also stab yourself. You can also use these, but I didn't really use them to hold my fabric that much. So starting off with the hoodie, I'm going to move it over from the back section where it doesn't have the pocket. So I just cut basically just the front part off and using the back side. And I'm marking off where the random slit that you see on the sweater is, just because I just want to cut it out of the way and just get the most length of material that I can have from the sweater. And then I am also cutting off the sweater band that it comes with, so I just cut that off. And then I also thought I can probably just use that as a scrunchie, which you will see me do. And then with the material now just cut off and prep to show you guys how long it is. I put my measuring tape, and the top one measures out to be 20 inches in length, and then the other one is measured out to be 21 inches. Alright, now I marked where 2.5 inches are, and that's actually how much I'm cutting off, not the part that I'll be using width-wise of the scrunchie. As I mentioned, I thought the band of the sweater would make a perfect scrunchie just because it's already inside and out has the same color, unlike the other one, so I'll be using that. And this one was 2 inches versus the other one is 3.5 inches width-wise. So, since this one doesn't have already sewn, I'm going to sew along the top of the sweater part, and I'm going to go over the sewing on the band of the sweater. So, you can watch me do it in 3 seconds. Woo! I forgot to mention that you'll be needing a safety pin, and I use a safety pin to flip inside out the fabric. So I pin it on the inside, and then flip it back inside the material, and then maneuver it down the tube, basically, is what I'm doing with the fabric. It takes a little work to maneuver it through the tube, but it's relatively easy to do. After having maneuvered the fabric right side out, this is what you're left with, the tube looking of your fabric. I also wanted to add this other choice of fabric just so there's a bit more variety, and it's not just a great scrunchie, it's a lot more skinny, which means it'll act a little bit different. So this one is going to be 26 inches in length, and I believe the width is like around 3. And yeah, you can see the differences. If the fabric is thick, you'll be using a long length of it, versus when the fabric is thinner, it has a lot more room for it to scrunch up, like as you would say. I'm calling it the scrunchy effect. If it's thinner, then you'll have more scrunch. scrunchie has. And now that you're left with your tube-looking fabrics, you're going to cut your elastic or whatever that you're using for elastic for your scrunchies. The way I do it, to measure it out around my wrist and then cut from there. If you really want to use it for your hair, I advise you to make it a bit longer than your wristband, just so you're able to tie it twice around your hair. If you're doing like a ponytail, for instance, and you have a lot of hair. Now that the elastic that you're using is all cut and your fabric tubes are ready to be turned into scrunchies, I am taking 2 safety pins, and I'm going to take one end of the elastic and safety pin it into the inside of the tube of fabric, and then with the other end I am placing another safety pin, and that's the pin that I'm using to maneuver the fabric. To maneuver the elastic through the tube. Similar to what we did when we turned it inside out. That's the thing that we're doing, except we're not going to be flipping it inside out. We're just putting string through it, basically. I'm going to get my needle and thread. You wouldn't be needing that much thread, just a little length so you can sew the ends of the elastic together, or you can also just use your sewing machine and go through, but I just rather hand sew. So I hand sewed those close together, and then once that was done, I'm going to tuck in the corners of the fabric. And once those nicely tucked inside, I'm going to take one of the ends of the scrunchie and place it inside the other end of the scrunchie, like almost like they're gonna, the ends are kissing. That's a really weird description of it. Point being, once they're overlapping one inside the other. That sounds so weird. I'm taking them and I'm gonna sew straight through them, sewing through both, I'm sewing straight through them so they're all sewed in together and just closing the gap of the scrunchie. And bada bing, bada bing, you're basically done. One of the things I really like to do is to make matching scrunchies with the shirts, especially if I cut and cropped a shirt. I use that same fabric to make a scrunchie out of. And I've done this for my gym clothes and just my general clothes that I made. This shirt I made a long time ago, and I recently made a scrunchie out of it. These are all the scrunchies I've made, which is a lot because those are not all my scrunchies I've made. I just didn't take all my scrunchies cool so I can film this part. Might as well film my outro video here too because I know I'm going to forget. I hope you enjoyed the video of making your own scrunchies. I definitely encourage it just because it's sustainable. It's relatively easy if you have the materials and low-key the skills. And it's also fun just because it's more customizable. Like I've shown, you can make your own scrunchie out of a shirt that you previously cut or cropped or whatever, which I do a lot of. And I think when you're styling, it looks pretty cute. And I have nothing else to say but to have a good day. It looks like I was shooting you. I didn't mean to shoot you. Just have a good day. Don't feel threatened by me. Can you see? I just can't see it. I'm doing it by myself.